Hey guys, it's Hither Mann here. Have you ever thought about how you're going to leave your 9-to-5 job, have enough money, and more important than anything else, have freedom to live anywhere in the world you want, have a life that you're living on your terms, not anybody else's? Well, I'm going to reveal exactly how you can do that in this video. Watch out. Hey guys, so I have been doing this exact process since 2004. I came out of university with a career that I eventually hated. Very quickly I found that out. I was living a 9-to-5 job or lifestyle, working for in a medical professional career, which by the way is a great career, but so many people can share the pain that I went through, which was eventually you hate the whole commute, going to work in a miserable dark morning, rain, wet, wind, whatever, and then you get to work met by miserable people again, doing a job that you're just doing to pay bills and just to kind of live that life, which to be honest you don't have, because by the time you finish that work, think about it, how are you actually living the free time? I didn't have any. I would get home and I would be hitting the gym, or I would be trying my hardest to build an empire that would then take me away from this 9-to-5. So my point is, eventually I completely escaped that 9-to-5 rut, that complete depression that came with it, like feeling that you're stuck in a world that you just cannot afford to leave. That's a scary thing. When you think you cannot afford to leave, that's when you know you're in trouble. So my job now as a wealth coach, as a founder of Fortune Academy, is really to show people exactly the routes that you should be taking to be free, to have that financial freedom. That means cover your bills with income that you've created that is automated. That is having enough money then to do other things. And that is also having enough time so that you don't have to spend the whole of your 9-to-5 hours working for money. I'm telling you how you can do this around your job initially, and then eventually you just spend an hour a day to make an income that you used to spend nearly 12 hours a day every month doing so. So even George has done this. Say hi, George.
Hey guys, just sat here working away on my laptop.
Yeah, eventually that's the only thing that you'll need in your life, like a laptop and a strategy to make money. So you can't do it based on just no knowledge. You do need knowledge, but first I want to go through the things that you need to deal with before you can even get to this point. So let's not forget, this is a scary choice to make. If you've been through university like me, or if you have got a strict culture. I grew up in a culture where education was everything. So that meant if I didn't go to university, my parents would have thought I was a failure. And they were very proud of the university career I had paved out for myself. So being a medical professional, hi Coco, was something that they were very proud of. So for me to leave that career, and many of you will also go through this, you will feel immense amount of guilt leaving something you worked so hard for according to society, i.e. the career, the formal education, the path you took to formally choose something like, a law firm, whether you were a lawyer or a medical professional or any kind of industry that you've studied for. Now, changing career is scary. So how I did it was as follows, and this is the stuff you need to really, really pay attention to. The first thing you need to do is actually decide. You need to commit to want to do this, because if you're half-hearted, trust me, you're going to fall back into your comfort zone, which is literally, let's just stick to the 9-to-5. It pays the bills. You know what? I can be unhappy all my days and then I will just have fun for like 1 or 2 hours or live for the weekend. That's the kind of mentality your brain will tell you to stick to, or your mind, or the little voices in your mind will tell you to stick to, because it doesn't want you to break away. So my advice to you is get committed, be serious. I would really, really recommend you take use of the fact that the world is now living on the web. Everything is on the internet. I don't need to tell you this. You know this. You're watching this on YouTube right now. So find a way to make money online, whether that becomes an e-commerce platform, whether you're buying or selling, drop shipping. E-commerce is great. Amazon is a really good tool. But better than that, with that, you still need to learn a strategy, and you need to have money if you're going to be buying products from China and selling them. If you don't have, and you still need to have a marketing plan to get these products to sell. So it's not as easy as you think. A lot of people think it's just buy a product, stick it on the net, and it will sell. It won't sell. So the next thing you need to think of is, okay, people say, well, buy property. You should just go into the property industry and buy property. Well, what do you need for that? You need time. If you were doing this around your job, think, what time would you get to a property after your job? You'd have to review it. You'd have to negotiate a deal. You'd have to get solicitors' fees paid. You need to get finance for the mortgage. Like, you need this kind of money. It's a slower way, but it's a great way to build wealth. Don't get me wrong, but it's certainly not a a more easy way to access the market. My best answer for you is actually learn something that you can do in the comfort of your home with a laptop or a mobile phone, preferably a laptop, because this is where I'm going to talk to you about Forex. Forex is something that I wish I knew back in 2002 onwards, but I didn't come across it until 2008. I only knew about it after I got into property and was super unhappy because I had no time to myself, had a real shit personal relationship. I was very unhappy generally, physically, mentally, whatever. So it was really by accident that I came into this industry. But what was so fascinating is how much time you have free, because you can make your monthly income using just an hour a day. Of course you need capital. Of course you need to know how to do this in the first place, but I'm happy to show you how. And that's why Fortune Academy and myself created the first ever wealth creation course called the Fast Track Forex course, where anybody from any background can actually trade the financial market using just 1 hour a day max. Yes, no longer, so you can fit it around your job, etc. And you can really aim to create that income you need. Now, how do you do this? You need to reverse engineer the amount of money that you need to make. So first thing I want you to do is ask yourself, how much money do you need to pay your bills every month? Write that down, write that number down somewhere in a journal or whatever. Then I want you to make that target real. When I teach you in the Fast Track Forex course, I will show you, strategy. I will show you what percentage return you should be aiming for. I mean, not guaranteed, but we don't want to get rich quick. Okay, so this is a sustainable way of making money, not get rich quick. So you're going to be having to have a long-term game plan. I would say minimum 3 years of commitment to make this happen. You should be able to do this if you're very dedicated in 1 year, but it depends on how much money you put in, how disciplined you are, and how much you work on your mindset. But in the Fast Track Forex course, I will teach you how to put, some money into a trading account, how to get into a trading system, how to read the charts, how to read this crazy chart language. And it's actually very simple. I'm very good at making complex subjects very simplified using just baby English, because I don't believe that any industry needs to be sounding difficult. If it does, then that person is just not that intelligent if they can't make it sound simple. I hate people that are talking fluffy, too technical language, because they can't simplify it, that because your brain can't see the simple structure behind a industry, and everything is simple. You do not need to complicate things. So the beauty is that you can learn how to trade this financial market using just 1 hour a day. The training course is online. You can have it and you can work on it anytime in your day-to-day life. I would prefer you did it in one time. So maybe a weekend, you can learn it over 2 days, over a weekend, just dedicate half a day each day and learn it properly. Then you can implement. You can start with however much money you want. You'll learn everything about how to pick a broker, what to look out for, what bits are really bad and you need to be careful about. I give you the safety, but the most important thing is you should be able to put more money in. Maybe you can put a part of your paycheck into this trading account every month just to build it up, because I want you to hit that monthly number. Remember that figure you said to yourself that you need to cover your monthly bills? That's what I want you to hit as a first point, because if you cover that number, you use just 1 hour a day, then you're on the way to financial freedom. Now, most people might say something like, oh, well, I don't have money to start with. Well, everyone's got some money. If you've got a job, then you have some income, and you'll be surprised how little a broker can allow you to start with. But when you start learning this Fast Track Forex course inside out, you'll soon realize how much money you need. And I also give you a helping hand. If you have no cash, you have no income to get this financial target, or you feel it's too long, then I will give you a 25k capital injection if you show me some results. Okay, so it's not a guarantee for everyone, only if you're a good trader and you listen to the rules. So there are some, structure behind this. But when you get to that point, 1 hour a day of making that income that you can pay your bills from, then you can really ask yourself, do I want to stay in my job? If you like it, maybe you start liking it after it's not a must-do job. Or you might want to have the guts to leave. This is so important that you make that decision, because if you want to leave that job, you must have a game plan. Are you going to put more money into Forex? Is Forex going to be... I don't want you to put pressure on Forex. Don't demand money from the market, but I want you to be able to create enough money so that you can travel. Then we can work into property. I will even mentor you on property. I will mentor you on how to create an online business, how to create your business of your dreams. I do this through the Millionaire Mindset Coaching, by the way. But there are so many ways you can build assets, passive income, businesses, etc. The aim is you have to start somewhere. And I want you to start with building wealth around your current 9 to 5 or your business, and do it from home. Because if you just spend too much time away from home, it's going to affect your relationship, it's going to affect your family life, it's going to affect your health. I want you to have all of that ticked as a positive place to be, and then you should be chasing the money, because I want you to be able to make money, have time, be with your family, be with loved ones, have a good relationship with yourself and other people, and then you really start enjoying life. So that's my message for you. So how to step away from a 9 to 5. It's not easy, because it takes a lot of brain power and you have to push out that comfort zone. It's not easy to push out that comfort zone. Your mind is going to forever tell you, keep doing what you know. I hate that. That is the poorest advice I would, like, people tell you that and they stick to what you know. Like, you should stick to what you know. That is making you completely, if you were an animal in the jungle, you would die. Your species would die very quick, because there was no survival instinct there. Survival of the fittest is all about evolution and change. If you can change with the different climate life throws at you, you will do very well in life. So success is very much about, can you adapt to change? Can you change your life to fit the kind of lifestyle that you need? So change how you live your life, change how you look at money, change how you spend your time making money. Do all of that and life will reward you. If you keep playing the same record year upon year, 20 years later, you're still in the same job and you're complaining that life is not getting easier, that's because you have not got better. So my challenge to you is to think about these areas in your life, get an answer, and I can help you. Now, we have always got the Fast Track Forex course. That is the first ever course Fortune Academy created back in December 2019. And it was the best thing that I've ever put online, because I don't like online education, especially for Forex, because I don't feel it's done properly. So I've really thought about what's in here, because I know that if this is the only thing in life that you could ever do, I want to make it good. So the risk management, the stuff that people worry about, oh my God, if I can't risk losing that money, you will never have to worry about that, because I will make sure you understand risk management. You understand what you're doing so that you don't make stupid errors. I give you all the pitfalls of all the things you should be looking out for. Like, I want you to not be a fool in this industry or any industry, because once you get good at Forex, the rest of the world will open up to you. So that's my message for you guys. I want you to really take note of it. Write down that monthly figure that you need to hit as a target. Let's hit that target. Let's smash that target really, really, really quickly, as fast as we can, but of course safely. And then I want you on your real road to financial freedom. So there you go, guys. That was my advice for you. Anything you need, message below. I love hearing your messages. Follow me on social media. I have so many of you contact me on social media. I love it. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video with other people, especially your loved ones that need to see this. And ring the bell. You'll get a notification every time I've got a new YouTube video out. So don't miss out, because I've got plenty of amazing content this year, trust me. So if you want to get yourself in shape financially, mentally, spiritually, this is where you need to be. Fortune Academy is here for life. We are the first lifetime education company on the planet for wealth creation. Just so you know, before I go, everything you need is on the links below. So make sure you find them, scroll up, find the actual links just below, and they've got everything you need there. My social media, the Fast Track Forex course, every other event. Subscribe, get on to them now. So see you soon, and see you for a long, long time. If you're my lifetime, you'll definitely not ever escape my mentoring. See you soon. Bye.